Nii Kwartelai Quartey. I work with the Jamestown Community Theatre Center on this case study. In our case study, we identified some few problems. The first one is the disconnect between the historic slavery, which is more related to touristic sites, and modern slavery. And this is what make the issue of modern slavery in more relative terms a minor issue. To deal with this, we approach our study from the point of view, we place the narration of historic slavery to modern slavery so that the issue of the daily lives of what people go through is well captured. We also identify a problem with the concept of the child slavery in Ghanaian culture that normalizes children working to support family and thus putting children at risk of exploitation. In order to also tackle this, we looked at the whole study from the point of view of the survivor and thus vis-a-vis the societal definition of what slavery is. The third problem we identified was the problem of the translation of concepts in English into the local language and vice versa. The fourth problem was the conflict of the legalization of work by the Ghanaian government in the Gulf states versus the reality of slavery working condition in the Gulf states. We approach these two problems, the third and the fourth, with the use of the verbatim theater, where the interviews are conducted and the stories of survivors are used for drama. The fifth problem is the representation of stories or characters on stage to reflect the reality without re-traumatizing survivors and the audience with lived experience. In order to approach this, we also sought the consent of participants, and we also use the approach of the fair use of some of these stories. There are some few results that we got out of this particular study. The first one is this project was able to place the voices of survivors and the community at the center of not just the whole issue, so that it is most of the researchers which write and record for the academic discourse world, but the stories were shared via the theater for communal interrogation of safeguarding structures at both the national and the local levels. One of the results that was also gotten for this project was the use of the theater opened up like a festering wound of slavery with all the ugliness and the tension, and expose at-risk young people so that they are able to identify personal risk and then imagine freedom by way of assessing and exploring support system available. There are some few lessons that we learned from this particular project. One, the use of the art-based approaches in research projects helps to democratize and also demystify research among ostracized groups who are bereft of the ability to read or write. Second, it is the ownership of the whole process by participants. And when we say this, we mean when the research findings are shared with participants in a language or a medium they speak, so that they are able to validate, critique, and this ensures full participation. We also learned that research projects that includes participants sharing ordeal should include locals, so that this would facilitate safeguarding owing to the familiarity with participants and also sensitive nature of the narratives on their nuanced knowledge on what is culturally and socially accepted within the given society. I hope you are going to enjoy the presentation for today. Thank you and enjoy.